Are you addicted to chaos and conflict? In case we haven't met yet, I'm Jess. I'm the sole founder of Life in Confidence. And it's so easy to get caught up in other people's dramas when you are operating from a place of ego. So let me expand on that. I was on a train back home and I was reading a book on the carriage, and there was this woman who sat next to me, and she was blasting her music very loud from her iPad, and her male friend sat next to her. And I just calmly told her, would you be able to turn down your music? And then I just kept reading. And she turned it off. And then she started to have a go at me and said, why don't you move to another carriage? This is a public train. I can play my music. Why don't you move? And I just kept focused on reading my book. I didn't engage in her drama because I was not interested in drama, especially in a public setting like this. I use this experience as a way to meditate and be an observer and just observe what's showing up for her. Even though it was annoying to receive and experience this, and from my perspective, I didn't think I did anything wrong. I was just asking her to turn it down. I didn't tell her to turn it off. And because she saw me that I didn't budge, she started to walk away from me. And she was about to go into another carriage, and she just decided to stand up and stay away from me. And her and her friend was starting to make comments about me, saying, yeah, this is a public train. You don't need to tell people to turn off their music. And then she says, I hate people, they're so entitled. She's so self-entitled. She thinks that she can just tell me what to do. And there are people in the world who are dying from wars and poverty. And you're so self-entitled. Rah, rah, rah. And thank goodness that she was getting off at the next train stop. And then an elderly passenger said to them both, saying, leave her alone, as they left the carriage. And I looked up at the elderly man and said, thank you so much. And he said to me that you shouldn't be harassed. It's not right. And so they all left, including the elderly man, and the woman started to tell off the elderly man. And so I just thanked the elderly man in my thoughts for protecting me, and that may he be protected from that woman and her male friend. And what I gained from this experience was that I have a really strong resilience to not buy into people's chaos and drama, because it's a choice to engage in it or to neutralize it. And when we not engage and feed into people's dramas, they get triggered even more because they want you to be reacted. They want you to lose. They want you to be in pain and suffering. And I choose not to, because this is not my stuff at all. And so she was simply triggered that I was just making an adult and neutral request to turn down her music. And I believe this is coming from unresolved childhood trauma, where she was criticized by her mother. And she wasn't able to express herself in a healthy manner. So she becomes very vicious, very passive aggressive, where she wasn't talking directly to me. She had to walk away from me and start jibber jabbing about me to her friend. And it was just amazing how that all played out. Even when I decided not to engage into the drama, triggered her even more. And that's how it works with victims, people who've been deeply victimized. They would want to create drama with you because their life has been about drama, and they aren't able to experience life any other way. They don't know what to do when someone's not engaging with them. They don't know how to receive and hold themselves in peace when I was creating peace by disengaging from her. So it's so foreign for them. So all they know is being in this fight and flight mode, creating chaos, because it's coming from a place of unresolved trauma from their upbringing. It's all conditioned. It's not the true essence of who they are. This is the persona that's a byproduct of their dysfunctional experiences in the family dynamic. And so they become highly dysfunctional, where they can't express themselves. They cannot deal with the internal chaos that's been triggered by someone else because they haven't worked through that. They haven't healed that. They haven't cleared that. And so it was a really beautiful insight for me that even if people aren't able to see where I was coming from and they got triggered by that directness, that it is simply not my problem. And all I need to focus on is myself, attending to how I can make myself feel safe without forcing or doing anything, but just simply be of this frequency of neutrality and inner peace. So she will then go away, which she did, and that this elderly man came in and protected me by standing up for me where I didn't need to, because if I did, it would exacerbate the situation even more, and I'm not interested in doing that. So just allowing her to have the last word and to keep jibber jabbing to make her ego think that she's winning when really she's not, because she's the one who's suffering, not me. And when we are so addicted to chaos and conflict and creating unnecessary drama for ourselves, what we're really addicted to is pain and suffering, because we're not able to see and feel that it is safe to be loved. So I really hope this can help you to be in a meditative state when you're in an interaction or relationship with someone who is like this, with someone who is addicted to drama, is to not engage with them at all and to focus on being neutral, focus on inner peace. And by being in that frequency, then it will organically dissolve that situation without you to control it or to force it or to fight for it or to be defensive. There's no need to. If it's not your stuff, there's no need to. So if you got something out of this video, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment below, give it a like, share it with your loved ones, and to simply use any drama that shows up externally or internally as a way that this too shall pass. Everything is all temporary. Change happens all the time, so there's no point of getting caught up in it because it's only temporary. It's just part of the human experiences that we have to move through. If you struggle with this and you get caught up in other people's dramas very easily, get triggered very easily, reactive very easily, and you're willing to do the inner work, you're ready to take personal responsibility for your pain and suffering, and you're willing to do whatever it takes, then I highly recommend that you join me for my full moon ancestral trauma clearing circle that I'm running via Zoom. And I also have my full moon inner child healing circle as well, if you need to start healing the fragments of different versions of you. So you can click on the links below to learn more or to book a spot. I am also running my Transforming Trauma 2-day workshops in Adelaide and Tokyo and London. If you are ready to start clearing these triggers by healing and processing ancestral childhood and past life trauma, provide energetic healing in your family dynamics through family constellations. There will be light language transmissions, as well as gestalt therapy and body work to release trauma multidimensionally through the body, through the energy, through the emotions, through our psyche. And this will help you to start decreasing the intensity of your triggers as well as the pain. So if you'd like to learn more or to book a spot or a free clarity call, please click on the link in the video description below, as there are limited seats for that. I am also running my conscious relationship workshops. That is in Sydney, Adelaide, Tokyo, and in London. If you are ready to heal and make peace with the wounded masculine and feminine, to embody more of the healed masculine and feminine, so you can bring this in your relationship dynamic within yourself and with your loved ones. So if you are up for this experience where there is a relationship constellation to start clearing and healing your relationships with past lovers, past, present, and future, and how to show up for your soulmate, or if you are in a partner relationship, this would be revealed in the relationship constellation to give you insights and healing around this. And there will be activities to really process any projections you have with the opposite sex or with your lovers or people that you have a romantic connection with, or patterns that you're attracting, such as an anxious avoidant relationship, not a secure type. And also we'll end this in a love chamber to really integrate the healing process of the feminine and masculine. So if you are up for this experience, please click on the link below to learn more, to book a ticket, as there are limited spots as well for this experience. And you can also book a free clarity call as well if you have any questions around this, and to see if this is right for you or if you require a payment plan. So there you have, my love. Really be the essence of your soul and not the workings of your ego as much as you can, and make this as a daily meditative practice. And this will help you to neutralize suffering within yourself, within others, and in the collective, as we raise consciousness by being in a meditative state.